Live, motherfucker.
All right, cool. All right, welcome back, brothers. Hey, Michael, you might have to edit some of this stuff in there, but I'll let you figure that out since you're the producer. This next segment of the 3-1 podcast is brought to you by Bang, Super Creatine. I've had a swallow of it, and what I can tell is I better have some shit to do in the next 30 minutes.
You got a PFT to run right away.
We're joined by Bart and Chad. Bart representing WRF, great nonprofit. Definitely helped us out in Texas, putting on a reunion, put on this shindig here for the Mogadishu Marines, our Somali Marines, and 3-1 Cat Alpha. Also, we're joined by Chad, who's going to, generously plug his book, which I've already put in my Amazon basket.
You need to make sure that's on the links.
His link. So yeah, definitely, guys, just an opportunity to say what you guys do, what you represent, and we're 5 minutes of trying to sell your book, and WRF, Warrior Reunion Foundation, going to talk about what they do, and we'll kick it off with Bart.
Hey, thanks for letting me come on here, guys. Thanks for coming on to Tennessee. I guess you're around the corner.
Oh yeah, thanks for bringing us here.
It's good to see you guys again.
Yeah.
So what Warrior Reunion Foundation does is we do peer-to-peer support, and we try to link combat units that served in combat back together. And we initiated this in 2017. We're a young nonprofit. We're lean. I'm not so lean, but the nonprofit is very lean. And we put on reunions. I think we are up to around 800 personnel that we've served so far here in the past 2 years. We do small unit reunions, and we've been very successful. And we try to go and do not necessarily a packaged product. We want to, make it a product of the unit, because we're going to have 3 to 5 unit planning committee members come together with us, and we're going to plan your reunion for about 3 days. And that's going to tailor it to your needs and what you want to do. And we've had very good success with tying service projects together, where we're going to go out. We have cleaned out, I guess it's not an orphanage, but homes for troubled children. We're getting ready to go clean some headstones at a Confederate War cemetery and battlefield. We've done some work rebuilding bridges and whatnot, staining park benches, a little bit of everything, but it's not just a work party. We're trying to get back to the community and show the community that we're not messed up. Maybe we're dented, maybe we're a little bit broken, but we're still running and we're still taking care of business. We're made up of combat veterans, and we're continuing to push that envelope, and we bring everybody together to foster that brotherhood also, and to rekindle that spirit. And sometimes the last time we've seen our brothers might be when they got medevac, and they're still kicking, but maybe they're all alone somewhere. We're separated by a lot of distance in this country. Mm-hmm. And we try to bring each other back together, and just kind of heal some of that soul by being with brothers and continuing forward. We are a nonprofit. If you guys feel like helping us out, help us out. If you don't, I get it.
Do you have a website or something where you can make donations?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Like, even if you don't want to show up, you can just make a donation.
Right. Marines, pay attention to this part, because this part's important. Bart's going to give you the website and the link where you can actually make donations. I'm definitely going to be, as soon as I leave here today and I go to the bar and drink, I want to make sure before I have a couple in me that I definitely hit that website up, because it is important. And just like anything else, whether you're in law enforcement or in a nonprofit, it's about having a mission, and this is a very important one. So it's not about what I expect, but it is definitely it should give you a warm fuzzy that you're giving back to the same people who put together your reunion. So they made sure that you were able to come together as a family. They are family. So you want to make sure that, just like anything else, if you got family members that they were having trouble keeping the lights on, you would donate to that. So this is definitely something that is worth the effort. We're taking the extra time to make sure we get that message apart. Did I miss anything?
No, I appreciate it.
So they definitely get the message across the board, and that website again is?
It's www.warriorreunionfoundation.org. You can go to that site, check us out. Don't take our word for it. Go research it. Figure us out. Look at us on Facebook. We just got back from Camp Pendleton. We were up on the hills there at Horno with 1-4 doing some log PT. Check us out.
Motivating too.
Right?
That's why I wanted to share that like to everybody so they could all see it. That was like a family reunion. It was badass.
We try to stay lean. Your money goes into reunions for veterans. And we're nonprofit status, so you can write us off if you wish to. And we're going to continue to rock and roll. And we appreciate any help you guys can give us. And we look forward to working more with 3-1 in the future.
Hell yeah. Good deal.
Cool. All right, Chad.
Well, I appreciate you having me back on this. First, I saw the podcast y'all did a couple of weeks ago, which was fucking hilarious.
It was.
You know, I'm a fan of the.
We got a
3-1.
fan base.
Yeah, and so I just comment on the podcast. If you've been watching these podcasts, I know I was on this thing recently, and the podcast is new, and so I'm not trying to be on here all the time. The main reason you asked me to come back around the corner and jump on here, and I really just wanted to say thank you to the 3-1 Association before I forget. Like I said earlier on the hill over there, literally that podcast is what pushed me over the edge to take a long overdue project and just put it into motion and get it published. And very thankful. It was a massive weight off of my shoulders. I cannot stress that enough. How much just relief like washed over me for several days when I knew that I had pulled the trigger and published this book, and people started taking it and reading it, and I was getting feedback. It was really good to get that out there. The story is not about me. If you've read the book yet, I think you understand that. You've read my book.
Oh, yeah.
It's not about me. It's just not. The Marine Corps was obviously it's the pivotal moment for all of us, whether we want it to be or not. You join the Marine Corps, you're probably not going to top that throughout your life. You can build from it, but you may never, do something that impacts your life in the way that the Marine Corps does. So, right? So I really just wanted to come on here and say thank you to Chad, Russell, and the gang, all the leadership that was on the podcast that day, and they were kind of asking the right questions and kind of nudged me along to publish the book. It's on Amazon, The Dirty Little Wars, a Marine in the Los Angeles riot and Somalia, but you can find it from looking at the Dirty Little Wars.com also. It's on Amazon for Kindle, the Kindle app. Target.com has it now, I think. But I really just wanted to say thank you for the nudge. And then because the nudge, like I said earlier, the nudge is what led us to get you got in contact with me, Bart, and you were like, hey, you need to come to this weapons company deal. And, I feel a little bit like a fish out of water, but, I recognize some faces, and it's like, man, I got to see these guys. And hearing their stories,
It's everybody.
it just makes it even more
At the end of the day,
important.
it didn't take us long to get together. Whether you were an organizer, whether
Right.
you
We're all wearing green.
were you a
right?
3-1 Lima back in the day, or a
Right.
3-1 Lima, 0405, or just 3-1 in general, Marines
right.
in general.
That's
We
right.
all immediately after the initial awkwardness of the people show up like, who's that guy? We all at the end of the day we're Marines, and whether it's WRF or writing a book about Marines in the LA riot, or Patrick O'Donnell putting out we were one. At the end of the day, it's all about telling a story to people who are like-minded, who are going to enjoy the story, and also it's for people who have never lived the life to get an idea. You'll never know.
Idea.
You'll never know exactly what it was, but it gives you an idea.
Some insight.
It's better than any movie that you're going to see.
Right.
It's definitely if I had the authority, I'd make it. I signed up while he was talking about the book. I put it in my basket, and then on the way up here before I bought the book because it's probably going to be a good read. So in fact, I guarantee it because I've met the man. He's obviously he has a story to tell, and I want to hear it. So good deal. Anything else, John?
Just thank you. This has been a great weekend too.
We definitely thank you for your time, and of course we thank WRF and everything that they do. Again, Marines, we want to make sure that this type of organization, this type of program continues, and the only way we can do that is the way the world goes around is money. So I'm going to tell you that they need it, and for those of you that attended in Texas, it was money well spent. So it's an investment.
Yeah, it's not a Jerry's Kids commercial or anything, but definitely donate if you can. Look into it if you're somebody that would benefit from it. Look into joining. Look into how you can help. If it's a service project near you, you guys take outsiders, right? So if somebody's maybe not here for this, they can drop in and check it out. If you guys post that anywhere ahead of time, like, hey, we're doing this.
We need to work on that.
Yeah, okay.
We do have a site on the website at warriorreunionfoundation.org you can go to. And we also have on our site where you can sign up for either donations or if you want to volunteer, or if you're looking at putting together a reunion for your unit, that is the site to hit us up right now. And we'll continue to monitor that, and that's our main, avenue for that. And we're looking at lead time. We need a lead time of at least 4 to 6 months. That's how much time it takes to process those reunions and to tailor it for you. And we already have people stacked up. We're waiting to work for your reunion.
We definitely got volunteer in Tennessee.
Because, I mean, man, just the logistics involved in this. I know from our time in Texas, the reunion we did, and then looking at this here, you got to get campsites set up. You got to make special accommodations for people. Gold Star families that maybe stay off site. You have the food. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it that as a Marine we never thought of because somebody else handled that. Now you guys are handling that.
Logistics is huge.
Yeah.
Platoon sergeant, gunnery sergeant, up there at Company Gunning. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Knock out so you guys don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Something I missed earlier is it's not just for veterans. We are bringing in those Gold Star families. Right. We want to continue to do that, and that's a critical link in what we do.
It's just as important.
And that's another thing the 3-1 Association does. We bring in the Gold Star families. We want to make sure that they're a part of it because
they're not forgotten.
They're a huge part of it.
And probably needs the most support.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're all our family also.
Cool. All right, gentlemen.
You guys got anything else you want to add?
Good, let's go eat.
I got a whole hog I've been cutting on.
Let's kill this whole hog. We're going whole hog on this.